Hello, everyone, and welcome to What Did Lauren Read This Week and How Good Was This Spice? We have 8 books this week because a bunch of them were really short. First is Sweet Berries, which I didn't realize is the second book from the milking farm. So, yeah, that was insane in like the best way possible. It's a Mothman and a woman, and it goes from straight insane spice to talking about the importance of pollinators in industrial farming. So, I deeply enjoyed it. If that's your thing. Okay, next was Dream Maker. This is a contemporary one. Of course, everyone's jacked and super hot. The spice was very good. There was also like yearning in there too. There was no miscommunication or third act breakup. They just really liked each other and adored each other the whole time, and I really liked it. Okay, the next is Deep End, which oh boy, Allie Hazelwood. Oh my goodness, so good, so spicy. I think I'd heard this was like a BDSM thing. It's not. It's just like power exchange. Like one person realizes they really like to be dom, another person realizes they like to be sub, and then they start just hooking up, and then they fall in love. Of course, it also talked a lot about like communication and dealing with your own trauma and like actually working through things. And I like deeply enjoyed this book, and also it was so spicy. Next was Glint, which is the second book after Guild. Yeah, they're not very spicy, and I don't enjoy them. I don't think I'm going to continue it. Also because I don't have books 3 and 4 on audiobook available. Yeah, just not really doing it for me. Okay, the next one is The Never King and The Dark One, which is the first 2 books in that series, which is supposed to be like, a Peter Pan retelling, reverse harem. So the first one is only has one spicy scene, and they keep talking about how much they like to break women before that. So I was really worried about like where this was going to go consent wise. That was not the problem. So I was like, okay, I'll read the second one. The second one is straight smut. Now you've heard that about books. I've always been like, there's no such thing as straight smut. This one was straight smut, and honestly, it wasn't even that inventive, or like interesting. So I fought through the second one. I also wasn't interested in the story anymore, so I'm not gonna finish those. Even though I do love a good reverse harem, but yeah, just not quite for me. Part of Your World, which is an Abby Jimenez book. And I've said before, she doesn't have enough spice for me. There was no open door explicit in this book, and I still ate it up like it was my job. I, at one point, yelled no, and then hyperventilated, cried for like 10 minutes. So this book was amazing. It was so good, and you should definitely go check it out. Even though there's like no explicit spice, it still was so worth reading. Okay, the last one that I read was Two Can Play, which is also by Allie Hazelwood. So I was expecting a lot more spice, but this one had less. It was also short. I feel like it was like 4 hours or something like that. It's 2 video game designers who go from like not enemies to friends, but like or lovers, like just miscommunication to lovers. And I really like how they talked about being a woman in that kind of field. And also, I enjoyed the spice when we got there, even though there wasn't like quite as much as usual. So anyway, that's what I read. It was a lot. A lot of them were short. We'll see